Hello everyone, welcome to hand 9 of my 100-day challenge. It's poker study time, and time to read some opponents' or villains' hand range. Alright, so I have, that was the previous hand I did. Here we go. So I sorted by line. I don't know who wins or loses these hands. Let's look here. We got raise, bet, 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 call. I get raised on the river. Let's see. Let's do this hand. Alright, so I have ace 10 in the big blind. Let's set up my HUD right. See what kind of information I have on these players. Not a lot on anyone. Alright. So let's mark this as a hand reading video. So we'll do it again. Alright. So those are all my went to showdown hands. So every hand that I had that went to showdown without a all-in on the flop. Alright, so we're doing hand number 1, 3, 2, 0, 4, 9, 5, 7, 3. And the date is 10, 13, 19. Okay, so we're gonna do the villains range. So we can come over here and we can plug in ace 10 suited. And let's just see what happens. So I'm in the big blind with 40. So we get one limper. With a big limping range. I don't have a lot of hands on him. Only 5 hands. He's played 60% of them. Not a lot of info on him. His limp call has been 100% at 1 out of 1 hands. So he's probably a pretty loose guy. So how do we range him at only 5 hands? So let's cut his range probably in half, 60% down to like 30 to start out with. We'll give him any ace all the way down to 2s he would limp with. Okay, so he limps, and then calls. Alright, so he just limps and calls, so we can take probably kings, queens, ace, king, all those hands out of his range because he just called. He limped but just called, and he didn't raise, so he didn't raise with jacks. He would probably raise with 10s. So I'll take his best part of his range out because he didn't re-raise me. We'll go with a 28% range, 352 combos. And then the flop comes 3 of hearts, ace of spades, and 3 of spades. Alright, so my hand has 82% equity versus his 17% equity. Alright, so how am I going to play this? I have 4380 behind, and he's got 3500. Okay. And I am first to act. So I lead out for 150 half pot. And he just calls. So what does he call me with? Probably all of his pocket pairs. Ace 3. His suited connectors, I guess, because of the flush draw. All of his aces. I think if he had ace 3, he would re-raise me. None of this. Take all that out of his range. Alright, so what would he just call me with? His ace 3 is gonna re-raise. All of his aces. All of his flush draws, yep. Flush draw plus gut shot, yeah. Two card backdoor flush draw, no. He's not going to. Open-ended straight draw, that's not possible. Flush draw, yeah, he's gonna call me with it. Pocket pair below top pair. Yeah, I think he calls with that. A weak pair, yep. Alright. So we reduced his range down to 188 combos. And a 17% range still. Okay. Let's see a card. A 7 of clubs. Alright, so let's put that in. 7 of clubs. Equity hand. 76 versus 23. Seven of clubs. So I lead out with a half pot bet again. What does our villain do? He just calls. Our villain just calls. So, again, what would he do that with? His 7s, would he re-raise? Yeah, because he beats 3s. He beats aces. So we can take 7s out of his range because he didn't re-raise. 8s and 9s, I think maybe he still just calls. 6s, no. If he had 3s, he would re-raise. I think he still calls all his flush draws. The pot odds work in his favor. All of his aces. Yep, all the flush draws I'll keep in his range. Alright, so we reduced his equity down to 14%. And how many combos? 152. With that 7 of clubs, I have 81% versus the range of 24. No, 75%. Where did I see that? 81. Oh, hand is best. Okay. Did that change? So 81 and 14, or 83 and 16. So he just calls again. Huh. Alright, let's play on. And I come in for a pot-sized bet on the river with a queen of hearts coming. Let's put that in, queen of hearts. And queen of hearts. So that reduces my equity a little bit. What do they do here? I have 2,700 behind. He's got 3,000 behind. Oh, I missed that. He re-raises me just half of it. Huh. I think he's value betting me. I bet he hit 2 pair here. Two pair, ace queen, a7. I think he would have re-raised me on the river if he had a7 though. Huh. Alright, let's look here. Ace 2, ace 4. No. Ace queen. I think we can take all of those out. Queen jack. No. Nine seven. No. 9 8. 8 7. No. 7 6. None of that. None of that. I think he only has this in his range. Or he's on a complete bluff. Because I think that's value orientated. He just wants, to get a little bit more out of me. No, he won't be on queen 3 or queen 7. I took that out of his range. So, equity range is 100% here. But I can't put that in, so here we go. 0.61% and 6 combos. 0.1. Alright, what do I do? I bet I shove all in here. No, I just call. He's got threes. Oh. I took those out of his range. When? Probably on the flop because he didn't re-raise me at all. But he was trapping me. Huh. I should not have made that. I'm glad I didn't shove all in. It's totally whiffed his range. Second hand in a row. All right. I need to study poker more and keep working through these types of problems. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch. My links are below. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm going to try to do as many as I can. Hopefully I hit that 100. Enjoy your night. I'm going to try to do one more hand tonight before I play in my MTTs. And see if that does anything for getting me in the poker mood. Have a great night, everyone, and happy studying.